Hey everybody, what's up? How's it going? Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Welcome. This is Sean. I do sneakers, I do travel, and everything in between. Alright, the first thing you need to know about this episode is that whether you're a businessman, you're a creator, you're a housewife, you're an engineer, you're a soldier, you're a student, whatever, if you're willing to excel, if you're willing to stick your neck up above the rest, you have to know that along the way, someone will want to chop it off. Right? It's part of the journey. When you encounter these haters, these bashers, these doubters, remember to be the bigger person. Remind yourself of the saying, the lion does not concern himself with the opinion of sheep. Also remember that the biggest companies, the richest, most successful companies, the biggest business tycoons, they won't go out of their way to shoot down smaller companies or smaller businessmen. You know, they won't say bad things. They won't go out of their way to say bad things about the smaller players in their field. The smaller players are the ones that do that. Hating and bashing today is so much different from how it was done before, because hating and bashing back in the day required some kind of courage, some kind of skill, if you know what I mean. Not that I'm glorifying it, but hating these days is the easiest thing in the world. Type a nasty comment, leave it on the page. You're hidden behind a keyboard, you're hidden behind the screen, no one will know who you are. So being the bigger person is always the reminder here, right? Remember, if they're trying to pull you down, they're already beneath you. If you grind, if you put in honest work, if you pour in the hours, if you're sincere, if you're not stepping on anybody, just keep at it, alright? While they're whining about your success, you're moving farther ahead. You also have to be smart about discerning whether the comment is good, constructive feedback, or just plain hate. Alright, so we're going to decode what a hater is. You know, haters usually try to mask their hate comments by saying it's feedback, by dropping the line, "This is real talk, man," but all they're doing is hating, and that's pretty easy to spot. They'll usually say things like, "You're just lucky," "You don't deserve to be here," "You're not skilled enough," "You don't know enough," "You don't belong," "You can't talk," "You don't look good," blah blah blah. They'll usually enumerate things they dislike about you, and they're gonna judge your character without even knowing you. Guys, remember this. To be a hater is to be in a sad place. The typical hater profile is that usually he or she is a person who is unhappy about something. That's a person who is unsuccessful. This is a person who is unskilled to do what you are doing. You know, it's born out of envy, it's born out of jealousy. And when the hater posts the hate comment, it's a momentary escape from his or her misery. It's sad because most haters think that they're righteous and they think they're doing you a favor by being honest, but all they're doing is putting you down and throwing at you their own insecurities. It is a sad place. You'd rather be the person hated on than to be the hater. It is a miserable place to be in that hater state, right? And it is often said that your haters are your biggest fans. There's a lot of truth to that, you know? They watch you like a hawk. And that's fandom. That's the definition of fandom, right? You admire the person, you follow the person's every move, you're interested in what the person is doing. If you're a hater, that's kind of what you do, right? And you're so consumed that you have to get on your keyboard and act on it, right? It's natural and it's normal to get annoyed at some people. It's normal to feel some kind of envy because you want to be in that person's place, and that's normal. That's human nature, to want to excel and to want to be in the situation that the other person is. It's perfectly fine. But if you act on it, if you throw hate, if you express hate and hide behind your keyboard, that's where things become kind of wrong. If you're a hater and expect people to comply with your instructions, with your demands, you better quit. Just drop it. You're not good enough. You should have done this. You should have added this. Take this out. Add this. If you're a hater and you behave that way, come on, man. Who do you think you are? These are the kind of haters that want to do what you're doing but can't start for some reason. They may be too scared. They may not have the resources. Maybe it's money, maybe it's equipment, maybe it's skill. They want to do it but just can't, so they're just going to hate. And if you're the object of this kind of hate, just soldier on, man. Just keep going. Remember, while they're whining or while they're mocking you, you're moving farther and farther ahead. You don't have to respond. You don't have to laugh. You don't have to look. They don't even deserve the dignity of being responded to. And you don't owe anyone any explanation. Let your results do the talking. When the hate comes along, just remind yourself about how blessed you are because you're not in that sad, miserable state. Alright? Again, you'd rather be the one hated on than to be the hater. Just keep pushing forward, just keep at it against the hate. And that's kind of how you know, when hate arrives left and right and you keep on going. That's kind of how you can tell that the passion is real, right? That's how you can tell that you really love what you're doing. And if you love what you're doing, why would you stop? And along your journey, I'd like to remind you to maintain a mindset of kindness, because kindness is a signature of the strong. I'll see you next time.